Started well, came out of the blocks well, took the game to him, everything that we wanted to do. Look at it panned out the way it panned out. We kind of no qualms about the result. It's disappointing that the journey ends here, but it's been a great journey. When you come up against the Kerry champion, a team of that quality, some of the shot selection was brilliant. A lot of the scores they took was really good. The wide count was probably in the region of 4 or 5. They bring on Owen Brosnan, they bring on Colin Cooper, quality side. So we can have no qualms about the way it ended up. Disappointed, but I think we stuck in the game well. Middle of the second half, we were back down to 7 points, but we pulled it back. Just needed the bounce of the ball and the rub of the green to go with you, and I guess just didn't go with it this evening. Hayden got a flick there, the keeper gets to it. You need all those to nestle in the back of the net just to keep you in the game, so that you can be in the mix at the end of the game. But very proud of the lads and the way they hung in there and they performed right up to the end. So disappointed for everyone that the journey ends here, and it's not to be in Croke Park.
If that third goal had gone in with 15 minutes to go, it puts a very different complexion on the scoreline. That would have been a big lift for you. Yeah,
look, that was it. We went in 2 points down, relatively happy. We're still in the mix. That's where you want to be. You're with a team at that quality. And then you just need everything to go for you when you're playing against a side like that, because every time they get down, they've the quality and class to hurt you, to get scored. So we needed, when we went down the other side, Jason got a ball in across the top. Was it a penalty or wasn't? But you need all those, whether it is or not, you kind of need it to be called for you, and you need that flick to go in and all that. So they didn't go for us, but like that, you get them scores. It gives you the impetus to go on and things like that, and it puts more pressure on them. But they didn't come off for us today, and they got scores the other end. So look, we're disappointed that the journey finished here this evening, but very proud of the lads, and the performance was relatively good, and we stuck at it right till the final whistle, and that was the important thing.
It's obviously remarkable. Just a few years ago, you're waiting 60 odd years to win a Longford title, whatever about a Leinster title. You look back, this has been a magic 12-month period, even looking back to the last 3 years for your club.
That's a fair point. Like, it's been an amazing 3 years. We've been in a bubble for the last 3 years. We've never experienced success like this, and to win one county final was really all we wanted to do, and then to put 3 of them back to back, and then to go on a journey like this, and to finish off in Semple Stadium in the month of February against the Kerry champions, against such quality players like that. A couple of months ago, we'd have took both hands off you if you had offered it. So we'll go home and we'll lick our wounds and we'll reflect on it, and I guess we'll have to celebrate the journey we've been on, because it's been a remarkable journey for the people of Longford and Cavan and everything like that. So we'll park it and we'll address it, and we'll go again.
And for all the supporters who were here today, half a parish, I think they were all here, weren't they?
Yeah, I think we had lots of half parishes with us today, but we have a great support, and the well wishes have came for everything, and the noise, the crowd when we came out there at the start of the game, and everything was amazing, and I guess they wanted a performance, they wanted to win, but I think that you can see that we're still hanging around on the pitch there, and they're happy with that we stayed going and that we stayed competing, and that's, I guess, all they wanted. There was never any expectation or any pressure leveled on us from them, and we want to thank them for all the support that they've given us.
And does this raise the expectation level a little bit now as well? You've been to a provincial final, you've been to an All-Ireland semi-final. I'm sure you'd love to get back to this point and maybe even a step further in the future.
I don't know, I guess you park this one anyway and you go back and reflect, and there's nothing simple even in the Longford Championship. It's a good quality championship, and we know how hard it was for us to win one, and where we had to go to get over that line, and we know that when you go back into it, it's going to be the same thing again, that there's nothing easy to be got. So look, we'll have to park it and we'll reflect on it and we'll deal with it, and we'll move on. We'll pick up the pieces there and see where we're at and see where it's going to be and where we're going to go. But it's been an amazing journey. It's kind of rippled right through Ireland, so it has, and it's caught everyone's imagination, and it's disappointing that it ends here for us this evening, but it was going to end somewhere, and it is to be in Semple Stadium.